G'day guys, welcome back. I have a new mold that I made myself. I'm really enjoying this mold making. Now this is my first time I'm going to use this, so I'm not exactly sure how much resin I'm going to need. So I've made up, I sort of went half an ounce for each, so 15 grams for each. I was telling you about this and talking about something else. I'm so excited. Right, Platinum Ultra Clear. 2 parts of one, 1 part of the other. So I've got 160 grams. It's got a longer working time than some of the other resins I'm using because this is going to take a while. So let's see, it's 5 to 10 now. It's got a 45-minute working time, so I'll get a wriggle on. I wanted to show you my mold. I wanted to show you a range of colors, and then I'll put you on pause. I'll mix things up because it's going to take forever. Now, as I said, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different molds, which is very exciting. I made these in a size that could be used for a keyring or keychain, bag tags, bag bling, wherever you're from, you might call them something different. So they are roughly, say, 5 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters, or 2.2 inches by 3 inches for the bigger ones. Look at the shoe, love the high heel. So we've got a heart with the cross, with the the bow and arrow, a butterfly, 4-leaf clover, a handbag or purse. There's the peace sign, a unicorn, a sun, a locket, little gorgeous seahorse. We have got the breast cancer ribbon, of course the high heel shoe, one of my favorites. There's a gorgeous dove, a pair of smacking, kissing lips, and of course our little cross. So I'm going to mix up my colors. I've got a range here. I've got Archery Creations. I've got these. Oh, I must tell you about these. Lovely lady by Marie Round. Hi Marie, if you're watching. She sent me a whole heap of these art resin luster pigments in a sample set. So there's quite a few gorgeous colors. I haven't used them yet, so today is the day. I'm going to try them out. I've got Artie Sue. I've got Color Passion. We've got Archery Creations, LBB, what's this one? Color Passion again, Pixie Dust Pigments. So a range of things, lots of glitters. So yeah, I'm going to get started. And I'm going to mix up a little bit of each because I don't want too much. And I'm just going to go for it and have some fun, so stay with me. Righto. Mixed up some colors. This is a lot of colors. Now I haven't added any glitter to any of them yet because some of them I don't want glitter in and some of them I do, so I won't put any in just yet. I'll use what I want and then I will add my glitter, and I'll just put dirty fingerprints on my nice clean mold. I personally love working on a white mold. You know how some of them are pink and some of them are green, and I think, oh, you can't see what's going on when you've got the other color. Now, let's start. I'm going to do the sun first. So I've got some red, and this is just pigment paste. I'm just going to put a little bit, I don't even know how to do this. I'm going to put a little tiny bit in each little point. Now, I'm sorry if this is going to take a while, but because it probably just will take a while, eh? Because I've got so much to do. But I'm just going to have fun with it. So those of you that are interested in seeing the whole process, you are most welcome to stay with me. And those that just want to like skip forward and see the end, that's fine too. All right, a little bit of red there. And then I'm going to go with a little bit of the orange. You know how it goes, don't you? And then some yellow in the middle. That was probably too much. Never mind. And we'll put some yellow in the middle. Now these molds, I have made them 4.5 millimeters deep. My other molds are 6 millimeters deep, but because this is they've only got little pieces in them, and you know, they're only small. You don't want them to be, well, I don't think you want them to be, you know, too thick. So as I said, yeah, 4.5 millimeters in depth. I don't actually know what that is in inches. All right, so this is all going to blend together nicely. I can clean up later on. Right, one down. Look at the reds going in. Oh, I should torch as I go. Now, because they're only very shallow, these molds, only 4.5 mil, don't get too close with your torch, okay? You'll melt them. Righto, let's do the easy ones first. The 4-leaf clover, hey? So I've got 2 shades of green. I've got this dark green, which I'm going to put on the outside. I'll do a little bit of a pinch there on my little paper cup. These little paper cups are really good for that. You can pinch them. Okay, a little bit there. And see, I'll use the green for something else. Now let's just fill this up with the other green. This is the, what's this one? It is lime, this one. I'm probably not going to fill them all the way to the top. Oh, we'll see what happens. I just have to make sure that you know, when you're doing this, you don't cover up that little, I don't even know what that's called. I'm going to call it a knob, but that's not a very good word, is it? No, let's find something else to call it. Because if your resin goes over the top, it's not going to come out properly. So, like, your piece isn't going to come out. Oh, look what it's doing! Wowzers! I'll put a little bit more yellow in this one. Okay. Right, that's pretty much all my lime gone. Now, oh, the shoe. Actually, the cross is going to be really easy because all I want is some gold sparkle. So it's this one. I don't think it's a pigment. It's just like, whoa, knocked out of my resin. It's okay, I had a little bit in it. It's just a tiny little gold sparkle. So that's just going to go in there. Pour it in slowly. You're going to make sure that your table is really, really level, especially when you're doing little things like this. So I know that my table in here is not level because it's my garage. And, you know, when they poured the slab, it flowed down like that towards the door. So I've got pop sticks under there and under there. And then I make it level. So whatever I put on here is then level. Right, there's the cross. Lips. Now, lips have to be red, don't they? But I thought maybe this, like, pinky red, maybe pink. You don't have to have red. This gorgeous pink. What was this? Gee, I can't remember now. Can't remember. But I thought maybe some of these little bits of glitter in it would be pretty. Oh, no, I don't want to do the glitter first. No, that's right. Because I want to do a little bit of the pink for the butterfly. So let's do the butterfly first. Butterfly is going to be purple. This is one of those luster pigments. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. I had no idea about these. They are really pretty. I can't get in there. So pretty. Okay, so there's that. What was I going to do with the butterfly? Oh, some pink. Some pink. It's a dark pink, this one. And now the only problem I'm having with this, see the little antennae? They are tiny, tiny. So I think I'm either going to cut them off when I make another mold, or I'm going to get them made bigger. Let me know what you guys think. If I should just not bother with them or get them cut a little bit bigger. because I don't think they're going to demold properly. They're probably just going to break. All right, let's put some turquoise in the middle. Now, being resin, they're going to all flow together, all these colors. I don't even know if I can get resin into those little antennae. I'm going to have to like use a stick, like they are really tiny. Let me make some room here before I knock something over. And I kind of open them a little bit. Yeah, they are really tiny. That was just a design fault on my behalf. I will get it fixed. As I said, I'll either make them bigger or I will just delete them from the whole thing. And I'll wipe over the top, so make sure that they're not going to stick. Oh, it looks pretty. I'm loving all of these. Oh, loving them. This is so much fun. Now, you can either do, like if you buy one of these from me, and look, I'm not selling them just yet because I'm still behind on my Christmas decoration mold orders. So I'm still making those up. So you'll have to bear with me. I will get them all out, but you know, I hand make these molds, so oops, I spilt. I can only do a certain amount in a day on the days that I'm not working. So yeah, you'll have to just bear with me. I will put them up for sale as soon as I get my others under control, okay? Get all my orders done. I haven't even worked out a price yet, because I mean it's not a huge mold, but there are 14 of them, so there's like 14 shapes, so it should be a decent price, but then it's only a small-ish mold. It still uses quite a lot of silicone because it's got all these blank spots in between, you see. That's what makes the price go up. Right, now I want to do my shoe in this hot pink, and I want to add some of this glitter, and I've got a tiny little bit of black. I'm going to make sure you're still taping. Yes, imagine if you weren't taping. Right, a little bit of the glitter in there. Hopefully that's enough. So this is why I thought I'll use up my colours first and then add glitter. Can't really see it. Let's add a bit more. I have to use it for something else. I've added a lot of glitter in there now. So I made up a tiny little bit of black for the heel. Okay, now I'm going to do the black first. It's this one here. Love this one, this keychain, the shoe. I mean, I know there's another one out there, but this is my design. Like, you know, I do not copy from anyone. This is my design. The other shoe, I think, is much narrower here. It's similar, but yeah, not the same. All right, let's put a little bit of black in there. Whoops, I'm overflowing. You don't want to overflow. Oh no, it's all right, it's leveled itself. Okay, here we go. Actually, I might have to take a little bit of that black out because when the pink goes in, oh, that'll be all right. Stop fussing, woman. Just get on with it. Here we go. When you put the pink in, it's going to kind of push the black down. And don't put too much in. Let it level itself out. You can always add a little bit more, but let it level itself out first. I'm going to get in around here. And the other thing I might do is make the little knobs further in so that you can actually get in there. So this, as I said, this is my little test piece, my prototype. It'll tell me what I need to do differently for my next one. And if you guys can see anything that I need to change or add or anything, feel free to comment below. I value your input. Right, oh, look at the Clover. I love that one. Lovely little butterfly there. Let's see if I can get him to Whoops, no, see, I'm making him worse now. All right, now the next thing, the dove, of course. The dove is going to be just white, isn't he? But instead of white, I'm just going to do this little shimmer. It's just a white sparkle, okay? So that's all he's going to be. Very plain, but very gorgeous. So in that goes the resin. I don't think they all have to be too bright. Now again, don't overfill. Resin self-leveling, so let it do its thing. Let it find its own little ways in. Might have to just help it along there. Again, I think I need to just make these little knobs a little bit further down so I've got room to get in behind them. What's another word? What can we call it instead of a knob? Because that's not nice, is it? Make sure you clean the top of it as well. You don't want resin over the top of it, because then it's not going to come out. Right, we'll torch the shoe, torch the dove. Again, don't get too close, because you will stick. All right? What do you think of my sun? I think because the red is a paste and not a mica, it's not like blending together as much. What if I can do a bit of a swirl like that? I think that's prettier. Why not? Hey, why not, I say? Go crazy. Try new things. All right. Now, oh, the ribbon. Now the ribbon is just going to be this gorgeous pale pink. Might actually put a little bit of this white shimmer into it. Just a touch. Don't even know if you'll notice it in there. May not even notice it. Be careful when I'm stirring over my mold. Hey, I don't want anything to blow into it. Right, let me just make sure we're still taping. I'm always worried because a couple of times it's turned itself off. I don't know if you can actually notice that it's got a bit of shimmer to it. Actually, I like that. I'm going to put a little bit more in. A little bit more of that sparkle. Okay, so it's flying around everywhere. It's very, very light. It just flies around everywhere. I saw a post the other day on one of the Facebook groups that said 9 people were doing resin art. 1 person used glitter. How many projects ended up having glitter in them? I thought, yep, that is so true. Right, here we go. Look at that. I like that. Let's pour in our little pink ribbon. And of course you can make this whatever colour you want. Maybe a paler, you know, would have been better, but this is what my one turned out to be. I guess traditionally it's a little bit more pale. See, again, I haven't got much room in behind there, so I need to address that next time. But for a prototype, I think it's just fine. I've got a little bit of pink left. Now, unicorn. Unicorn, unicorn, unicorn. Oh, let's torch. This is fun, you guys. I'm having fun. But, oh yeah, as I was saying, you don't have to do what I'm doing and make up a whole tray of key rings. What I initially thought of for this particular mold was to have, like it could be leftovers. I'm going to do a little bit, like, you know, if you're doing something and then you've got a little bit of leftover something, just pour it in and do one of them, one little mold. And then next time, if you've got a little bit more left over, yeah, do something else with it until you've got your whole mold filled up. That way you don't have to go to the trouble of mixing up, you know, what have I got? I have no idea how many colours I've even got, but there's a lot of them. So I'm going to put the red around the outside, and then I'm going to use this no, I don't think I'll do that. I think I'm going to do this pink one here around there. And we'll have like a two-tone, see how that goes. Hey? Again, because the red is a paste, I'm not sure how it's going to react. And I've spilt. Try not to spill. Try and keep them a little bit separate. Okay, now I just have to clean up here. Make sure that my resin's not going over that little tip. Let's call it a tip. Hey? Over the tip. I don't know about that mouth. Let's put a little bit more of this on. Seems that the red's taken over. I do have some room though, so we'll put a little bit more of the pink on. And hopefully we won't lose it all. Looks as if the red's really taking over though, doesn't it? I don't know whether we'll see much of the pink at all. Okay, it's pretty much empty. That one's empty. There's a bubble there on the corner of the lips. You don't know what that's going to turn out like, but we shall see. Now, the handbag, I really didn't know what to do with it. Let's do the seahorse, because I want to do like blended colors. I've got some of this beautiful blue. And he's so tiny, the little seahorse. He really is. But I needed something long and thin to fit in that spot when I designed this. So I thought, you know, what's long and thin? And I thought, yep, the seahorse will work. I'll put in some blue. And let's put in a little bit of purple. Just there. And then I shouldn't be using my left hand. I'm going to put a tiny little bit if I can. This tail was really difficult to do as well. Whoa! I've overflown. I'll have to clean that up. Whoa! See what I mean? Tiny little amounts you need. Okay, let me move these out of the way because now I need to clean up. I have to clean my seahorse. Hang on. Hang 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush off to the side. So basically take the top layer of resin off, away from everything else. Baby wipes are invaluable in your studio. Again, make sure you're not having it too full or it's not going to come out properly and you'll have bits that need sanding. Oh, he's so pretty. Now, I think I can put a little bit more in his head. But just no more down there in his little tail. I wonder how we're going for time. It's nearly 10:30, so I've been going for 35 minutes. Excuse the long video. But I'm having fun! Okay, that's him done. Excuse me. Make sure I haven't got any overflow there. Okay, so that's him done. I've got some of this gorgeous purple left. Actually, the peace sign, I wanted to add just a little bit of like different colors because you know how sometimes they're really multicolored. I don't think I'll put any more red on anything. Let's put a little bit of purple in. Excuse me. I'm going to have a coughing attack. Allergies. It's spring. Okay, oh, that looks pretty. Now, over here, let's put a little bit of lime. because I'm nearly out of lime. A little bit like that. And a little bit of orange. Again, there's not much left, so I'm just going to use up what I've got. Because I like how the peace signs have got that multicolored look to some of them. Have you seen them? Alright, a bit of turquoise. Whoops, oh my gosh, overflowing again. That's okay, I can fix it, I can fix it. Need to get a clean baby wipe out. Alright, what other colour? Oh, yellow. Is that yellow? Yes, that's yellow. I think it's easier just drizzling it in actually like this off my stick. And I have more control over the amount that I'm using rather than pouring it into the cup. What have I got left? What have I got left? Oh, some blue. Got a little bit of blue left. Oh, this one's so tricky, getting in there behind that little tip. There we go. Open up. I guess if you're not a very patient person or you're not good at little fine details, maybe this isn't the mold for you. Because it is, you know, small, little fiddly things. But as you can see, I'm managing just fine. Now, I'll clean up some of my cups as I go. I'm done with those colours. I'm done with those colours. I'm gonna get a new baby wipe out. There we go for my next lot. What else can I use? Probably add a little bit more colour to this one. Fill it up just a touch more. Right, unicorn. Now, I always think of unicorns as turquoise, pink. Now, I want to get a pale pink. I've got a little bit of resin left. I kept some. I want to get a pale pink. That one's a little bit dark. Let me see what else I've got. Pretty sure I've got a pale pink. Yes, I have. Art Tree Creations Himalayan Salt. I love this colour. And I know I've dipped that in there already, but what's going in here is going to only just touch the stick anyway. So hopefully this will be a pretty pink. This is the colour I should have done the ribbon actually. That's okay. I'm running out of time. Hopefully my resin's not going to set up. I should try this resin with the 3D flower actually, because it's been sitting here for quite a while. It's not really getting hot, so that's a good thing. Now I wonder if I can do the little crown. Not a crown, horn in some clear. So this is the size that the antenna should be on the butterfly. Maybe I just won't have the antenna, hey? It's too hard. Alright, there's wipe around the top, just over the top to make sure that it's not too high there. And then we'll do a little bit of this pink. It is starting to set up. It's going a bit thicker now, so it's making it a little bit harder to flow. And the main reason I chose this resin was because it was thinner and also it had the longer work time. Because I thought getting into these little tiny little effects and things, I thought it would be nice to have the thinner resin. So I'm just going to do the top half of him in the pink, or her. Unicorns are her, aren't they? And then the bottom half can be purple. Oh, I did say turquoise, didn't I? No, I changed my mind. Changed my mind halfway through. I'm allowed. into the main. All right, now I'll just fill it up a little bit more because I can still fit a little bit more in. Okay, and then torch. How's my lips looking? Oh, I don't know about those lips. Looks the pink's gone around the little tip there. I don't know that that looks very attractive. But anyway, maybe just a block colour would have been better. Okay, right, nearly there, you guys. What have I got left? I've still got a little bit of resin, so I can always make up a little bit more. Just can't think what other colours to do. That should probably be red, shouldn't it? I mean, I've still got some red. I've still got some red left. Don't really like that though. Oh, I don't know. What have I got? What have I got? I haven't got very much of that. Hang on, let me have a think about this. I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna have to think about what colours I need. Make up some more. Now I'm just going to try and use what I've got left. So I've got a turquoise and a blue. So how about we do the handbag in those two colours? We'll do. Actually, what about if I do like a puddle pour? Just put some of the blue in the centre. Look at that. Oh gosh, that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. And then pour some of the turquoise just over the top into it like that. Spilt again. And then let's do another little puddle of the blue. I'll just keep going with this until it's full. Starting to get thicker though. Just as well I used a resin that's got a longer working time. Hey, otherwise I would have been in trouble. And hopefully this will flow out and get into all those little nooks and crannies. This one's nearly empty. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about putting it in the top there. I've got a tiny bit of black. I might put a little bit of black into the handle if I can. Oh, it's getting really thick, you guys. Doesn't want to flow very well. Okay, there we go. I better get a wriggle on, otherwise I'm not going to have time to finish. So again, just wipe across the top like that, and then just make sure that you're not overfilling it. And you can easily wipe the side, doesn't matter, but just wipe across the top. That way you're guaranteed not to have it too full. Right. I think that looks quite pretty. Those colours will blend nicely together. Do a little bit of a swirl there. Okay, so those two are gone as well. Gone skis. Right, what have I got left? I've got some purple and some pink. I don't really want to do purple and pink again. I'm going to make up a little bit more. Maybe a little bit lighter this time. I've got this one's called a baby. It's just a baby blue. Let's pour just a tiny little bit in there. Whoops, bit much. Bit much. Tip some out. And then I think I'll do the heart in the pink and the blue. Oh, let's see if it's going to work. It's getting so thick. All right, so next time if I'll do these, I need to get a wriggle on, really. Have to be much more quick next time I do these. Again, I'll just wipe over the top, and actually I might just, I think it'll look pretty if I just do a little, is it coming out? A little bit of a turquoise on the outside like that, and then fill the center with the pink. It's really not wanting to flow anymore. It's just a bit sticky. But it's been good, like it's behaved, it's given me oh, it's 22:11 now. So what time did I start? What time did I say I started? 5:02. I think I said I started. Let's pour the rest of this pink into the center, because you know pink and blue are gorgeous together, and I do want to use up what I've got, and I've still got that locket to do. Not sure what I'm going to do with the locket yet. Have I got any more? Just enough. Oh, just enough. I'm sorry if you're bored with my long video. I know it's been taking a bit long. Didn't expect it to take this long. All right, wipe that. Wipe my little tip. Oh my gosh, I've got that many words for it now. Whoops, wrong lid. I guess maybe do it in 2 parts. Mix up half the amount of resin, do half. Come back, mix up another half of resin, do the other half. That way your colours won't go off. Loving that. Now, a bit of black. I've got some black and I've got some sparkle gold. I might put some sparkle white in with that gold. And then if it will allow me to, it's not really changing the colour. If it will allow me to, if it's not going to be too thick, I'm just going to do a little bit of black around the edge. Oh, I'm just going to spread it like that because I think that's the easiest to do once your resin starts getting so thick. Is just use your stick to spread it because it's not flowing anymore. And then I'm going to fill up the center with gold, and then that'll be done. Oh my gosh, I need a coffee. This has been exhausting, but it's so much fun. But the trick is, yeah, have your colors ready to begin with. Know what you want to do, I guess. And it would be easier. Right, that's the black done. Let's wipe. Wipe, 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 and then we've got a little bit of this gold left, and a little bit of the white shimmer in the gold, just to change the color ever so slightly. Well, that's really pretty. It's like a silver gold. Look how sticky it's getting. I'm only just going to make this. It's behaving itself very nicely. Thank you, Resin, for letting me have this much time. It's coming up to an hour, so it's actually been 50 minutes. So it's given me 50 minutes of work time. So thank you, Resin. not quite full. I have got a tiny bit more resin in my other cup, so I might make up just a tiny bit more. Or I could just pour the clear in. Hey, I could just pour clear into that. It won't matter. Let's just drizzle a little bit of the clear in, just to fill it up a little bit. It won't matter. And I'll give it a bit of a stir. There we go, that's all I needed, just a teensy little bit. And then I'll just give that a little bit of a mix in where I've added that clear. It should still all move a little bit anyway and kind of blend, so it'll be fine. Fine, I tell you. I've dropped a bit in there. Oh, is that a bubble? I think it's a bubble. Right, little torch. Oh, I love that. I must remember that. Where is it? These two mixed together. Gold sparkle, white sparkle mixed together. Amazing. That might even be my favorite. I do want a little bit of black around this little tip though. I don't want it to be gold there. And we'll put a little bit more black in the little handle. So you can change it a little bit as you go. Just allow yourself enough to kind of add a little bit more without it overflowing. Just be careful. So what do you think, guys? I'm done. What do you think? Do you like my new mold? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, quick torch on everything. Which is your favourite? Let me know which is your favourite shape. The sun I'm not that happy with. The red's taken over. I would have liked it more yellow. So note to self next time. Maybe just a teensy little bit of red on each tip, and that's all, because it really took over. So I would redo that one. Oh, don't you take over, black? Oh, it's eating up my gold. No! Okay. I'll remember that next time. Tiny bit of black on the edge. All right, that's enough torching. All right, I'm going to take you down for a close-up. Get my gloves off. Oh, they're all hot and sweaty now, my gloves. All right, let's go down for a close-up. Like, I'm sure I could have done better on some of the colour combinations. Now, you're going to see them upside down, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. The blue is taken over. We've got a little bit of pink left in the centre. And our butterfly is looking gorgeous. Hopefully those little antennae come out and don't snap off. Loving the 4-leaf clover. We're getting some pretty designs there. And then our gorgeous swirly handbag with the black handle. That's looking really pretty too. And then there's the peace sign. Colours are blending lovely. Could have done better with the, I nearly said rhino, unicorn, but the white blending in with the pink's really pretty there. And then we've got the purple, the sun we've spoken about. Love this. Next time, actually I might make coasters out of those, that idea. Yes, just tiny bit of black next time. And there's our gorgeous little seahorse and our ribbon, sparkly pink. Sorry about the long video. All right, there's our shoe. So we're getting a bit of the pink glitter shining through there. And we've got the black high heel, which is looking amazing. I like to use the paste for the black, so I wanted a nice, strong black color. And there's our dove. Just plain, but simple and elegant. Our little lips. Not that happy with the lips. Actually, I wonder if I can get rid of that top little bit of pink around the little tip there and make it red. And of course, our gorgeous glowing cross in gold. I'm going to see if I can just fix that little tip with the red. Have I got any red left? I just don't like how you can see that pink there. It looks like a cold sore or something over the top. Just get rid of it. That looks better. Get a bit more. Gosh, one-handed, holding a camera. Okay. Cool. Right. There they are. Oh, that was massive mammoth. Right, let me know which one you prefer. What's your favorite? And let me know about the antenna on the butterfly. Would you prefer no antenna, or will I try and make them a bit bigger? All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow anyway. We'll demold them. I forgot about that. See you tomorrow. So excited. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Now, normally, I make my coffee. I got this little Nespresso coffee machine. I go and make my coffee, and I go and sit down and check my emails and things. But I'm too excited, so I've made my coffee and I've come straight into the studio. So I'm going to drink it while I talk to you. Okay, let's have a look and see how these come out of my mold. All right, so this one's nice and easy. I mean, it's a pretty standard kind of a little shape. Oh, that's pretty on the back. The glitter that falls through to the back, it always is much prettier, I think, on the other side. Beautiful and shiny, as you can see. And if you want to shine on the back of your piece, you have to have a shiny center there. I might hang on, I might put something else down so you can see them better. Right, how's that? This is a one of those velvet jewelry trays. I think you could just see them nicely on that. Right, coffee time. It's a bit hot. Now, let's do this one first because it's closer to me. So when you're taking pieces out that have got cutouts, you need to push the cutout down as well, just in case it's got any resin over the top. And I found that a stylus is really good. You know that little stylus that you get with your phone or your tablet? I don't really want to use the pointy end, but you could use this back rubbery part and just push it like that if it's going to. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I have to give it just a tiny little tap with the point like that, just to get that out. We don't want to tear anything like that. And then, oh, okay, that came out. I was going to say the same with this little bit here. All right, let's have a look at the back. So the top, because I didn't fill them up all the way, they've got a tiny little rim, little lip. It's up to you whether or not you would want to sand that. You could just use the other side, which is totally flat and smooth. So there we go. All right, I'll try and go a little bit faster for you. This one here, these bits here, I think I'm going to take them out because they're just too small to have a hole in them. So, I mean, you can see on the other side that it had a tiny little hole there, but they're really too small, and I think I'm just going to omit them. I got a little handbag. Let's go shopping. It's so cute. So pretty much all the back is blue, so I prefer the side when you can see that swirl through there, and then the black handle. That looks really pretty too. Moving on. Right, these pieces come out really easily, the bigger ones that don't have too much different definitions in them. Oh, look, so we've got the green, the darker green glitter all the way around the outside. Excuse my dogs. What are they barking at? I just had to yell at them. It yelled no from across the other side of the house. All right, now I think it's a good idea just to give that a little bit of a push, just to help it, you know, release. You don't want them to break off. That would be terrible if it broke off. A little tiny bit of sanding to do just there. And I like to use my little nail file or an emery board, as you would call it, this thing here. And all you need to do is just really lightly just do that. If you've got any little bits that need a trim. That's as easy as that. Oh, what's the other side look like? Oh, that's better. I like that. This one had a lot more red on it on this side. Yeah, like that one. I think my new mold, I'm going to have the hole put there. This, as I said, this is just a prototype. So I've already made my little changes that I want to make, and I've put the hole up here. I think that would be better, but let me know what you think. Although by the time you see this video, it's probably going to be already, I'll already have it done. Let's get the little unicorn out. Look at him. I ended up after, sort of off camera, I ended up just sort of swirling these two colours into each other so we didn't have that definite line like we had there. But look, you could do it either way, and we've got the sparkle crown as well. Right, little butterfly, out you come. Now this is going to be the most difficult, I think. So I've changed these to make them thicker, these little antennae, because I'm just worried that, oh no, look at that, it did come out, but they're very, very fine, and look, they're bending already, and they could be easily just snapped off. So again, I'm not sure whether I should just omit them totally, or make them a little bit thicker. But let me know down below in the comments, and I can always do another butterfly if it doesn't work, or maybe you think that I should leave the antennae off. I would have to redo my mold. I don't really want to redo my mold. All right, there we go. There's the sun, and yeah, I would have preferred a little bit more yellow. Ugh. So they're just blobby on the back. Look, either way is nice. Maybe that's nicer, because I did say I wanted the red on the tips, didn't I? And then the orange in the middle. But anyway, I shall leave it like that for now, because I've got, that one's red. Red, red, red. Let me check these dogs. Hang on. I shut the door. They're funny, you know. They know that I normally go and sit with them in the morning, and what's going on? Why isn't Mum sitting with us with her coffee? Like, they just know, don't they? They're creatures of habit. Right, just loosen that all the way around. Give it a bit of a poke, and you'll find that it comes out easier. The other thing I've done is also made these a little bit wider, because I just thought, you know, they could easily maybe snap off. Well, that looks blue. It's not. It's aqua. Oh, look at that. I like that. Because my pink disappeared here. The aqua came over the top. But yeah, it's showing blue, but it's not. It's aqua. Turquoise. Right, let's keep going. Let's do the heart. I love this one. Love the way the gold and the black work together. Definitely going to make some coasters with these colours. And I haven't overheated it, so everything's coming out nicely. If you find that it's sticking and you've got a little bit of silicone stuck to the back, whoa, look at the sparkle in that. That's so pretty. Then you know you've overheated it. So do you like that side? Do you like that side? I like that side. I do. All right, let's get the little seahorse out. The other thing is I'm making the seahorse, I'm making him a little bit wider because he's quite narrow. And I just thought a little bit wider. Oops, there we go. Comes out easily. So, yeah, I mean, he's only little. So I thought I'd just make him a little bit wider there. Give him a bit of a pot belly. And then the tail can be a little bit wider. Everything can be wider. Same height. I think I prefer this side. And it's got that little spike along the top there and along the back all the way down, and little spikes on the tummy there. Love it. I'm so happy with my new mold. Now, you are going to have to wait just a little bit for this because, as I said, I hand make my molds, And I'm still playing catch up from the Christmas molds, and I really want to get them out, you know, soon or fast before the others. Oh, again, all the glitter's gone to the bottom. Love it. So I'm going to be working on getting them out first. So these ones will just have to wait. I guess I could put them up and you could order them, but I don't think you'll be getting them till the new year. Unless I can miraculously get all my orders made up and out the door. Because I do need to post the older orders first, don't I, rather than these ones. So there we go. Look at the little shoe. Let's look at the back. Again, much prettier on the back with all the glitter that's fallen down. Love that. Love it. I'm just going to go and get my other shoe. Hang on one sec. Now this was the shoe that I did the other week. I bought this mold, so it's not my own mold. Mine's similar, but you know I didn't copy it. I'm not a copycat. I found this on clip art, so you can see the difference. Mine's a lot wider here than there. I mean, who has a little skinny part of that foot like that, hey? And then this one's got like a dip there and a point, and mine doesn't. So anyway, slightly different shape. But yeah, my design. Just so that you know, that person has got their design and I've got my design. Right, there they are. Let's go in for a little quick close-up, and then I'm going to finish my coffee and go and sit with the dogs, the little dog-a-logs. All right. It's a pity my turquoises are showing up blue, but anyway. So there they are. Hope you like them. Got a glare coming in through the window, so they're all looking a little bit glary. So these could make key rings, they could be bag, blings, whatever you like. Alright, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll go and set these up as usual outside, and I'll let you know when they become available. There is a link to where you can purchase my other molds down in the description, but I'll add these a bit later on when I've got myself sorted and sent out some more orders. All right, see you later. Bye. How many of you were yelling at me, "You forgot the dove"? And I did forget the dove because he's clear and I didn't see him. Another mouthful of coffee. So let me just get the little dove out. I can't believe I forgot the dove. My little dove. There we go. Pops out. There he is. She is. Now I'm assuming the back's going to be nicer. So I think that that's quite a nice thickness. I think if they were 6mm like coasters, they would just be too chunky. Oh, look at the glitter. I think they would just be way too chunky. I think. Oh God, I'm on the wrong focus. Why? I'm always on the wrong focus. Oh dear. There he is. So those two are just the glitter. Nice and simple. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go. All right. See ya.